guys, we're back in the lab here at GMRT Customs. Today we have just another recurring client. This is Waystar, like a huge medical brand. It's really just a pretty simple custom. It's actually mainly painting and a little bit of sewing. There's actually no laser engraving on this one, but there's a little bit of stenciling. Let me just show you what shoe we're working on. This is the shoe. Super simple. What we're doing on this custom, we're gonna make this orange, swoosh peach, this peach, and like these eyelets over here are also gonna be orange. There's gonna be their logo here, and they're gonna have a custom tag. We actually already painted some of them. This guy right here, as you can tell, super easy, simple custom. We still need to do the tag, but all of this is just painting. And these colors are perfectly matched to their brand guidelines. So we have a scale, we measure it out so that anytime a reoccurring client comes back and they have a specific color code, we match it to the best of our ability every time so that whenever they're coming back, they're recurring, it's always going to be the same color no matter what. No, not a shade lighter, not a shade darker, just exactly how it was when they got our first custom. This logo right here, this is going to be stenciled out. What we're going to do is we actually just put a stencil on here first on the base white. On the base white, then we paint it over with orange and then we remove it. Same thing with everything else, but we just, we paint it. Obviously, we have to prep it and everything like that. But usually, how it works is the peach takes 3 to 4 layers, and the orange takes 2 to 3. Majority of the time, it's really 3. Just kind of just depends on what we're doing. You'll see that whole process. It's just a lot of copy and paste of the same process over and over again. All right, so this is still like the same process. You see me prepping here. We're always going to be prepping on every single shoe. Prepping is always the most important. As you can see, I'm rubbing off with acetone every single section we're actually painting. And then after that, you can see me painting the orange. Now, the thing with this orange specifically is it's pretty bold color, so it really only just takes 2 to 3 layers, maybe 4 if we make like a new batch, but usually it's 2 to 3. And over here, Heather is actually painting on the peach. We call it Waystar Peach. It's just a lighter orange that they chose. We actually color matched it. We've been doing this shoes for almost 2 years now. This is a reoccurring client. They love our shoes. We do them constantly. We really appreciate everything that they helped us with too as well. So whenever we get these, we just make sure that we pump them out because they've been such loyal to us. All we're doing is we're just painting the layers. And then here, I'm actually making the tags. So what we do is we get some red leather. This is premium red leather that we get from Tandy. It's super, super nice. It's super durable as well. So what you're doing is I'm actually just painting it over so that it matches. Usually we laser engrave, but since Waystar, they really like that white logo. So we actually just paint white on it. But first we paint orange. Then we're gonna go to the laser engraver. Alright guys, we're back. We're just doing the tags. So instead of like laser engraving a design, we're actually painting this one because that's what the company likes. They like to actually paint their tags for this one. So all we're doing is we're simply cutting them out on the laser engraver. That's it, just to make the shape so all the shapes are the same. It's a lot easier for us instead of having to cut every individual square, or I guess rectangle, because that's technically what they are. But yeah, so we're just gonna set this up right here. All right, so we're just gonna hit framing, make sure everything's on the, we got quite a bit of space. Okay, so we're good. And then here I'm cutting out, the machine didn't cut all the way through. Sometimes it doesn't do that all the way. But we also want to make sure we don't accidentally burn the leather too. As you can see, it leaves a lot of charcoal, so what I do is I stack all of them and then I burn off all the little extra like strands that are coming off, and then we wipe off all the charcoal so that it doesn't stain the shoe when we put them back on the tag. We just make sure they're completely clean. And then from there, we just kind of wipe the surface area to make sure that there's no any black smudges of soot on there as well. With the tags, what we did is we stenciled them out, and after we stenciled them out, you would see that I would actually flip them over, and I already had them cut out like a pre-shape so that every time we do these reoccurring, it's super easy to replicate, and I could just keep doing it and doing it over again. And all I'm really looking for is just a black border around the tag when I'm looking at the back, and then I just flip it over, and then you see me, it's called weeding out. I'm weeding out each individual letter that has a hole in it, like an A, the R, and I think that's about it. The 2 A's and the R that I'm taking out, and I leave the little hole in there. And then also you see that I put it on a piece of paper and I kind of taped it off. What I'm doing is I'm airbrushing white all over it. It makes it super easy to replicate. There's like almost no off spray. It's super easy. And then from there, you see me taking each individual stencil off the tag. Same thing with the heels. Other than that, we actually also do a very specific type of lacing. Lacing is really big here because I believe, and here at GMRT, we believe that lacing is kind of like the tie to a suit. There's a specific way we lace, and it looks, in the very end, it looks very clean, and it's what we do to every single shoe. Whenever a shoe comes here, we take off the laces and we relace it our proper way, which is our little touch. So these are here. Final product, but how we laced it, if you guys look, each individual lace is kind of going towards the outside of the shoe. So no matter which pair you're looking at, you'll always have the top lace facing the outside on each one. And this just makes it look a lot cleaner. It feels better around the foot for me personally. I've relaced all my shoes like this. Makes it just look, kind of brings the shoe together, brings the custom together. Yeah, and like here's that tag that we did that's sewn on. It's super rad.